from the ambulance service. And Dr. Coffey is on the line now. Good evening to you.
Good evening.
Well, what do you make of these findings? Are they as you expected?
Well, it is, if not even worse. And I'm very pleased and want to thank Dr. Marsh for doing a thorough review, really getting into the depth of some of the challenges. He's absolutely right to point out that people desperately want to have a better ambulance service, but the plans and the strategies that have been following, decided at the very top of the organisation, just hasn't helped them do that. And we now have another 4 weeks to wait till we get the board's response. I hope they embrace all the recommendations Dr. Marsh makes and that we see a quick pace of change.
Why should we have to wait 4 weeks for that response?
Well, I must admit I was disappointed that we didn't have more than that today. I had hoped we would get more of an indication of it. I don't think the trust has had the report for very long, but even still I was hoping for a bit more of a sense of direction. Nevertheless, all these things are steps to getting the ambulance service right, and I don't want to just jump on people as soon as they come out with something. What I do want to see is a real sense of change, and frankly, I do believe that some of the non-executive directors who've been there a long time, having seen that report, I'm surprised they haven't already resigned.
So you expect some heads to roll in the next few weeks?
Well, I hope so. This is not easy. I recognise that people are trying their best, but it's difficult to rebuild the confidence when there are some damning criticisms of the board. This deterioration of performance should have been picked up. It wasn't, and we need some fresh eyes in there. The new chairman, he wants to be more proactive. That's all welcome, and I think it would be good if we had some more new faces around that table, new pairs of eyes, to really make sure they're out there looking carefully at what is happening to patients right across the east of England, and also the staff, particularly those on the front line.
Shouldn't we have more in place now to ensure this never happens again?
Well, I agree. I think we should be looking to make sure these kinds of situations don't go wrong again. It's difficult to say too much more until we see the board's response. I think one thing's clear is the action plan laid out 2 months ago in April is not enough. It's not time bound. There's no clear sense of how they'll get there. There's a whole series of things about people trying to train to become paramedics, and we just don't have the capacity currently to help realise those ambitions. So it's quite depressing in some ways, but at least we have a good system of recommendations there. I hope we embrace them, and that we'll have a service everyone should expect to have.
Dr. Coffey, thank you for being with us on the programme.
Thank you.